In today's video, we're taking a look at how to smoke a turkey on a electric smoker, easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do. Everything that we use on the video, we're going to leave the link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. The good thing about this technique is that not only it frees up space on the oven, it's also a very simple process. Plus the most important thing, you would have juicy, great tasting turkey. So the first thing that you want to do is verify that your turkey is dead. Once you verify that, you're ready for the next step. And that is thawing out your turkey. Unless you bought it on frozen, in that case, we salute you. You're a step above the rest of us. And according to the USDA, it recommends that we do that on the refrigerator. 1 day per 4 to 5 pounds of weight of turkey. And if you want to speed up that process, what we like to do is take out the basket from the vegetables at the bottom and place them in that area. Or you can do it the old-fashioned way, which is the fastest way, on the sink. No matter which technique you use, you are the king, queen, both or none of your castle. Just don't let your significant other, spouse, partner, friend, family member know, because the last thing you want is to lose your kingdom the same day you declared it. And that's a pro tip. Now that we verify that our turkey is dead and unfrozen, we're ready for the next step. And what we want to do is remove all the parts from inside of the bird and any extra skin or fat that we want to remove. And remember, all these parts we can use for the gravy. If you want to check out our video on great homemade gravy and easy, we'll leave a link on the description. We also like to remove the plastic pop-up doneness gauge on the turkey, because to get the best juicy tasting turkey, using a thermometer is the way to go. But if you don't have one, then you can leave it in. So now that you gave that turkey a facelift, we're ready for the next step. And what we like to do before we season our bird is pull the skin away from the meat, because the last thing you want after going through all that surgery is to look at the face of your guest as they look at the turkey and it seems that they're looking at a Rocky movie. In our case, we like to snip off the tips of the wings because usually they do get burned. But you can always cover them with aluminum foil, or you can bend them back to the backside to avoid any extra crispiness. And when we mean crispiness, is the one that you bite into and there's a sour tasting taste in your mouth that doesn't go away with water. And now that your bird has gotten pampered, went through surgery, we're finally ready to season the bird. And we like to use the dry brine method. It avoids using big containers, water, more space on your refrigerator, and we also feel that we get better tasting turkey. And what we like to do is 1 tablespoon of salt per every 6 to 7 pounds. And we want that same amount of black pepper. So in this case, this bird is about 17 pounds, and we're going to use 3 tablespoons of salt and 3 tablespoons of black pepper. And because we want to get maximum tip, we want to get every nook and cranny space available. That deep tissue massage this bird is going to get envied through years and years to come. Show the world why they say you have the magic. Always remember to use both arms for an even pump. And remember, the most important thing, we want to get the salt and pepper under the skin. Every nook and cranny we can get is going to assure us the best tasting turkey. Now that your turkey's sleeping after that massage, we're ready to take our victim to the torture room. I mean to the refrigerator, so the seasoning could penetrate all the way to the last fiber of that bird. And we want to do that to a minimum of 4 hours to 24 hours, or you can even go 48 hours. But we notice overnight is good enough, so just doing it the day before is the way to go. But if you're strapped on time, 4 hours does the trick. But if you want, don't even season it at all. Just throw some gravy on it, call it a day, and don't even cook the turkey. Why have turkey anyways? Just show them the empty gas grill. That should be suffice. I mean, let's get back to the video. And remember, you can use any container to place your bird to season on the refrigerator. You can use a big soup pot. You can even use a pan and wrap it with cling wrap, aluminum foil. You can use a bag. Just make sure you don't use a scented bag. No matter what utensil you use, that seasoning is gonna penetrate. As you can see, our bird has taken a pinkish, tighter skin look, meaning our seasoning has penetrated, and we're gonna have a great tasting turkey. Now that we showed the world our plastic surgery skills, we're ready to create a compound butter, which is easy to make, and it's gonna give it that extra juiciness 1-2 punch that we're looking for. We're gonna need 1 stick of butter, preferably unsalted. Next, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. We're gonna use 1 teaspoon of sage, 1 teaspoon of rosemary, and 1 teaspoon of thyme. In this case, we're using dried ingredients, but also you can use fresh. No matter which of the two you use, you're gonna have great tasting turkey and juicy as well. And basically what we're gonna do is just take our fork, mix it all in until we have one uniform magic potion. I mean compound butter. And this is the part of the video where things get sexy. This is where you ensure that you get the maximum tip available to humankind. You'll be rich in no time. We're basically going to take our compound butter and rub it under the skin, inside the bird, every nook and cranny. Now that you showed the world what your beautiful sexy hands can do, we're ready for the next step. And that is prepare our torture chamber, I mean our cooking apparatus, so that bird could give us the information. And the temperature we want to set our electric smoker to is from 250 degrees Fahrenheit or 121 Celsius to a maximum of 275 degrees Fahrenheit or 135 Celsius. And depending on your cooking chamber, at 250 degrees Fahrenheit, for each pound of turkey, it would take from 20 minutes to 30 minutes to cook. So that would mean that a 15-pound turkey times 20 minutes would give you 300 minutes, then divided by 60 minutes to convert to hours would take 5 hours. And at a maximum of 30 minutes, it would take you 7 hours and a half. And remember, these calculations will vary. The higher the temperature you cook your turkey, the faster it would cook. In this case, we're going for the slow and low method. It's gonna yield a better and juicier turkey. And we say this because we usually just eyeball it, but in this particular case, if you want to have the juiciest bird you ever had, we want to reach an internal temperature of a minimum of 160 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 71.1 Celsius, or a maximum of 165 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 73.88 Celsius. And our flavor of choice, the wood chips that we're going to use today, are cherry wood. And remember, in your case, you can choose whichever you want. You are the king, queen, both or none of your castle. And no matter which one you choose, the technique will be the same. And before we place the bird in the cooking chamber, we want to make sure that our smoker gets the temperature. As well as we already want to add a batch of wood chips, so when the turkey gets home, it's already all smoky and comfy. And usually every batch of wood chips that we add to the smoker would last from 20 minutes to 30 minutes. And we notice as time progresses and more chips are already in the tray, they can last from 25 minutes, sometimes all the way up to 35 minutes of smoking time. So that means if you don't have an automatic feeder, you want to be placing wood chips every 20 minutes to 30 minutes. And because we want to create the juiciest chamber for our turkey, we like to add water on our drip tray so we can create a humid environment inside the cooker to get a juicier turkey, but as well so it can cook more evenly, because the vapors of the water move around the cooking chamber, and then science, and something happens. And remember, you can always add any liquid that you like. Some juice, some liquid, bubbly, gold, you know what I mean. And now comes the most important part of the whole video, and that is the thermometer. This is what's gonna yield you the best and juiciest turkey you ever had, and it is recording the temperature of the turkey, because if you overdo it, you're gonna have a drier turkey. If you undercook it, then we salute you. In this particular case, we're using a two-way thermometer, because like that we can verify the electric smoker's temperature and regulate it as necessary. And we like using this thermometer because it's a two-piece thermometer, so that means you could take one to the comfort of your home. Meanwhile, you sit and relax having your liquid, bubbly, gold, sparkling water, and just have a timer on your phone for every 20 minutes to put a new batch of chips. But as well, we leave one of the probes on the grill grate so we can know if we need to adjust the temperature up or down according to the temperature that we get on the cooking chamber. And now you've done it. We got to the part of the video when the cooking starts. And this part is optional, but if you want to leave your guests that they won't forget the holidays they ate at your house, then many may say this is a must. And what we're going to do, we already pre-melted unsalted butter preferably, but if you only have salted, you only have salted. And we're basically going to inject the bird on all the high points and the low points and any other points, whatever it takes to get maximum tip. The bird is your hotel guest and you want to become rich. In this particular case, we melted 2 sticks, and with the remaining butter, we just want to throw it in the cavity, brush it all around the skin to get a good, nice, crispy skin. And now we've gotten to the second most important part of the video, and that is inserting the thermometer on the thickest part of the breast. You can also place it on the thickest part of the thighs. No matter which location you chose to puncture your victim, I mean to place on your bird, this flying apparatus is ready to get cooked. We're going to choose to place it on the middle rack of the middle of the square, so it can be on the center, so it can be on the correct latitude and longitude of the smoker, aka so it can cook more evenly and get a better distribution of the smoky goodness. And now you've done it. Your bird is cooking. Now it's time to play some ping pong. So every 20 minutes or 30 minutes, we want to make sure that we have a timer so we can refill our chips each time. And remember, we're going to have on our next video on how to install an automatic feeder for this particular smoker or others from the Master Build series. So we started with the turkey's internal temperature of 41 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around 5 degrees Celsius. And as you can see, the importance of preheating our smoker, because when we open the door and even when we place the cold turkey inside the smoker, the temperature will go down, same as any grill that you use or even the oven. After our first 2 hours, we start getting an internal temperature reading of 103 degrees Fahrenheit or 39.4 Celsius. And even though that you see the numbers climb fast in the beginning, the last 5 degrees take the longest. Our particular turkey was about 16.55 pounds, almost 17 pounds, and it took a total of 8 hours and 40 minutes to cook. We had a fluctuating temperature on our smoker from 212 degrees Fahrenheit to 225 degrees Fahrenheit. We sometimes barely got to 248 degrees Fahrenheit, and because you have to take in consideration that you're cooking outside, and if you're not, we salute you. The temperature on our location was 34 degrees Fahrenheit or about 1.1 Celsius. So even though our master built smoker was giving us 250 degrees Fahrenheit, our internal probe was giving us the real numbers. So basically numbers, and other numbers. And now we've done it. At the 8-hour mark, we hit 158 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 70 degrees Celsius. So that means this is the time where you start stretching, moving your arms, your legs, making sure you got blood moving everywhere. You know what I mean. But even though that you think it might be any minute now, it's not. It's gonna take a while. And at the 8 hours and 40 minute mark, we hit 160 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 71.1 Celsius. And we like to take it out at this temperature. This is going to yield the juiciest bird, but also as we let it rest, and resting is a must, at least 20 minutes to 40 minutes, it's going to keep cooking and it's going to reach that temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit that we're looking for. But let's say if you're waiting for the 165 degrees Fahrenheit, you can still lay back with your liquid, bubbly, gold, sparkling water. And now you've done it. You become the electric turkey smoker of your location. And now comes the hardest part of the whole video, and is letting your turkey rest for a minimum of 20 minutes up to 40 minutes, because this is going to concentrate the juices on the inside and give you the best turkey you ever had. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.